Welcome back, dear viewers. You're still watching Nile Cruise on Nile TV, and in this segment, dear viewers, archaeologists in Egypt have announced one of the most dramatic finds in decades after 59 sealed sarcophagi were uncovered from the ancient necropolis of Saqqara outside Cairo. The mummified remains date back to almost 2,500 years, with many more expected to be found in the coming months. Saqqara, 32 kilometers south of the capital, is one of the world's most important archaeological sites, designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site in the 1970s, part of the necropolis of Egypt, ancient city of Memphis. It is most famous for its 5,000-year-old step pyramid of Zoser, which has recently undergone a $10 million restoration. And although, dear viewers, there is still much more work to be done to identify who was buried there, experts believe that the mummies were priests and officials who once sacrificed the vast cemetery. Dear viewers, and in this context, we have more to know about this amazing, of course, discovery. We have with us Rana Ehab, which is an Egyptology researcher. A very good day, and it's a pleasure to have you with us, Rana. Rana, you look amazing, and of course, I love your outfit. I love your smile. And of course, it's a very complicated field that we need to know more about from you.
Yes, for sure. At the beginning, I wanted to mention that Saqqara is just only a part from the great Memphis that listed at World Heritage List. Memphis is considered as the first and the oldest ancient Egyptian capital, started from the first dynasty till the sixth one. So this is also a World Heritage List. This is the importance of Saqqara. Saqqara, as you mentioned, it's located around 14 kilometer southwest of Cairo. And also this place, the mentioned, or we have many periods inside this. It started from the first dynasty and ended at the Coptic period. So all of the history of Egypt, we have a part from it in Saqqara. If we talk about the masterpiece in Saqqara, we should mention the step pyramid. The step pyramid, after its conservation or during the conservation process itself, we found just a small room. And when the experts come to see what's inside it, they found Coptic letters. When we translated it, we found those related to saints living in the Coptic period. They protect themselves inside the pyramid from the Roman persecution in that time. So all of these great blocks protect each period passed in Egypt. So this is the importance of the step pyramid, and this is a new discovery during the restoration itself. We found that. Also, we have in Saqqara one of the most important place. This is called Unas Pyramid, or the Egyptologists mentioned them as the first pyramid text. This is considered as the first religious books in all the world. Why? Because all the texts inside that is talk about the Egyptian religion, how it's start, what the beliefs of ancient Egyptian people. They love this place or not. They believe in only the king who, the one believe in their religion, or only the nobilities and the high official like this idea. Actually, this is the overview about Saqqara itself. So about the excavation in Saqqara started from hundreds of years actually. But the most important or the most famous one, this is the excavation started by Egyptian hands. This is the idea here. So the last great discovery in Saqqara, which under the supervision of Ministry of Tourism and Antiquities, and they found around 59 colored coffin in their original state. How they found it? They found it inside three of a deep burial shaft. It's around 12 or 10 meter under the ground. And they found all of these coffins. Actually, we didn't identify them till this moment because it has a lot of text, but we suggest this is coffin dated back to the 26th dynasty, the Said period, and one of the coffin, it's written by the Ministry of Antiquities, Khalid Al-Anani, at that time. It's one of the high official, and he is called Basmatik as the name of the famous king in that period.
Right. Rana, you have your own Facebook group
Yeah,
and YouTube channel
exactly.
to spread awareness about Egyptology topics. Tell us, why did you feel the need for this YouTube channel, for instance?
Yes,
And,
actually, I found a lot of people talking about the archaeology, about the Egyptology, but most of them is talking wrongly about some details. But actually, we need this in Egypt. Egypt is a very large. We have a great monument, a great extraordinary civilization, actually, to all the world. So we need to make all the people around the world know who we are. Why Egypt should be famous, why Egypt is the land of history. Here is the idea. So this is an invitation for any people can do this videos, this tours, go around Egypt to see how it's beautiful. We have all kinds of tourism. We have the blue tourism, the green tourism, we have the beaches, and we have the desert if you like a camping. We have the stargazing, the amazing of the sky at the night, and the Milky Way. You can see all of it from deserts of Egypt, from Wadi Rayyan, from Wadi al-Hitan, all of these amazing places. All the people and Egyptians should know about it.
great.
Okay, you want to ask a question?
Yeah, I
I
wanted to
don't
ask
have
her
go ahead.
if you talk on your YouTube channel. I mean, do people see you and listen to you on the YouTube
Yes,
channel?
they,
Yeah, that's it. Because I mean, you seem to be experienced in talking, so.
Okay.
So yeah,
Do you
yeah,
talk? Do you
I
act?
liked your the way you were addressed. I mean, your speech is very fine.
thank you.
Rana, do you perform on your Facebook page? You talk.
Yes, I made a short
You make videos, short videos.
It's around 2 or 3 minutes because not all the people like talking about the history.
Yeah.
I don't want to
What's
make
the
it
name
boring.
of your What's the name of your page?
Ranology.
Ranology.
It's
Can you
mixed
spell it, please?
between my name and the field of archaeology.
I understand. I
It's,
understood. I understood.
yes.
Yes. You merged both
Yes,
together.
exactly,
isn't it?
It's
exactly.
your
Okay,
original
it's
name, by the way.
Rana, and
Very
then it's
original.
Rana, R-A-N-A.
Ranol.
Ranology.
Ranology.
Ranology. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Great. Then I'll go and follow today.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Do you want to ask anything?
Very fine speech again, Rana. So, what are the topics that most of your followers are most interested in?
They asked me about the things said wrongly in the archaeology. So if actually the ancient Egyptian people is very high, or no, we haven't the same toll. If the pyramids was built by aliens, for example, or this is completely wrong. So the people asking all the time if this true or not. So I wanted to make the idea clear. The Egyptian history is very simple. Because it's very simple, we thought it's very complicated. Because our minds now trying to doing something in a completely way, or in something, this is not could be not happened in the ancient Egypt. They live like this, so they like also the other amazing thing, like the food in ancient Egypt, the astronomy in ancient Egypt, how they doing in their life, what is the kind of food they eat. So all of them is interesting.
Which countries? Your followers, and especially those who ask questions. I wanted to know from where do they mostly come? Those who ask a lot of questions.
Egyptians.
Egyptians.
Yes.
Really?
Okay, Rana, what are some of the most forgotten treasures in Egypt which you think they're very important?
Actually, I cannot say this is important more than this, but the idea itself, we need to understand well what is the ancient Egypt, how they live. We need to talk about the history itself, the heritage of Egypt itself. So the heritage is maybe it's a word is archaeology is just a part from the heritage. So we have a lot of places here, not only in Cairo but around all Egypt. Started from the Alexandria to Aswan and the Nuba.
I don't know who is behind you, who stood behind you and was your support system, your mentor, your role model, who supported you to through this very difficult, from my own perspective, career. You speak in a very elegant way. You send the message the way you want to send, which is a very right message and very important. You highlight on what's important, what's not important. Who taught you all this? Who stood behind you?
Actually, my parents is always behind me. They support me. Anything I want, they just asking me to keep going. You're doing something great for your country. And also, I wanted to say for my doctors and in my college, they always support me to continue my videos, to continue in the way, in the right way. If they say something wrong I done, they send to me, if you're doing that, it will be better. So all of them is supporting me all the time. Also my friends, I just, after each new video, I just ask themselves if you like the video or not. Okay, but the next time, please try to speak slowly. Or next time,
That's
the
that's
view, the lens
positive.
itself.
That's positive criticism. Is
Exactly.
your father or your mother related to anything related to archaeology in
No.
Egypt?
No, in all my family, no one is related to archaeology.
The videos are in English, only English, or English and Arabic, or only Arabic?
Actually, because my target, the Egyptian people, but in my YouTube channel, I made a translated video in English. So it's just a transcription. It's in English, but all the
Okay.
video in Arabic.
Okay. So the people listen to you in Arabic, but there are subtitles.
Yes, there are.
But I guess if you speak in English and you speak very well,
Thank you.
I think people will hear you abroad and will ask you questions like that as well. But I'm surprised that Egyptians are asking such questions.
Because some of them is not interested in history. When they saw some new ideas about the ancient Egyptian, we thought the history is just only a talking and many other things. No, history is amazing. It's fantastic. It's rested.
You are making it interesting.
Yes, she is. Yeah.
So Rana, I understood that you put some, funny style. You try to put some funny stuff in the messages. Yeah, to get attraction. So tell us examples of the funny information or the funny things that you could do to attract more people to our history.
Sometimes when I doing my videos, I challenge my followers. If you're going, for example, one of them is video talking about Gate of Zuwela. It's one of the historic Cairo walls. So I told them, if you can, you need a very high you need to be very active to can going up upstairs of this minaret of Zuwela. So they said it's very high. We cannot take our breath. Make it just slowly. So this is one of the active I made for them, or I just speak about it to add the fun for the archaeology, because archaeology is really great.
It is.
Okay, Rana. Finally, of course, discovery that you found, of course that Egypt found 3 days ago, which is of course the Sahara, which you found, you guys, or Egyptians or archaeologists. Coincides with, of course, the victory of the October War. How do you feel as an Egyptian with such an amazing discovery that, of course, the entire world is talking about, coinciding with the October Victory War, coinciding with a very important occasion, which is, of course, one of the most important victories that is that took place in the history of Egypt?
Actually, I wanted to say this is Egypt from 2,000 years ago. We always we enter many wars, and all the people said this is the end of Egypt, but this is only the beginning of Egypt. So
Rana, by this final words, the beginning of Egypt, and of course Egypt will always remain Egypt, and we will, as long as we are the citizens of Egypt, and of of course, under the directives of President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, Egypt and its citizens and its people will always make Egypt as it is a stand in front of anybody
Sure.
that tries to destroy this country. Nobody can. Thank you very much,
Thanks,
Rana Ehab, Egyptology researcher, for your wonderful interview. Thank you so much for joining us. You have different flavor, you have different essence. We thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you, Rana. We commend your efforts and good luck.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Dear viewers, stay with us. We'll be back again.